Hello, this is Jamie Magrich. Welcome to Jamie's Craft Table. Today I'm going to show you how I made this card. Let's get started. Bring in my box of stuff. I'm going to be using garden green and memento ink. Well, let's go over these things first. I'm going to be using the largest of the layering circles, or ovals, excuse me, the largest one. I'm going to be using the potted succulents dies. There's some really great labels in here, so I used this label right here. I'm going to be using this sentiment from Simply Succulents and this stamp from Simply Succulents. I am using some of the flowering cactus product medley. One of the pages in here has these on it. And you can use the dies that go with the stamp set and cut them out. And I also use this die here. Okay, so I'm using a bunch of those. For paper. Let me get these out of here. Little pieces had fallen down in the bottom. Okay. I have a bunch of little die cuts. These are the ones from that paper that I cut out using those dies. These are cut out of pear pizzaz, I believe it is. Yeah. Pear pizzaz. It's that cactus die. One I cut out the entire thing, and this one I just used the top. Okay, this is from this die here. This is vellum. I cut out of using that oval. Okay, and I have a piece of soft seafoam, which is 4 by 5 1/4. I have my card base, which is 4 1/4 by, 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. And I had a scrap so I could do this, but I already did that. So. Okay, so let's get started here. Let's move all these little pieces aside. I'm going to bring in this piece here, and I'm going to bring in the garden green ink and the cactus stamp, and I'm just going to stamp it. No right or wrong way. Just going to pick a spot and stamp. Then I'm going to stamp above it, below it. Then I'm going to stagger. Fill in the spaces on either side. And I'm just going to do that for the entire page. Fill in all of these. Some of them will go off the page. Looks a little bit odd, but that's alright. I think I need a little bit here. Okay, then I'm going to come in with the Memento black ink and the thanks from that same stamp set. Make sure it's clean. And I'm going to stamp like this underneath each one of those. Again, some of them will be coming off the page. Again, there's no right or wrong, just fill up your page with cacti and thanks. Okay? I think I need one to come right up here. Just so something's up there. There we go. Okay. That's all the stamping. Oh, no, I need that thanks again for on this. Let's bring in the little label. And all the way over on this side at the bottom, we're going to stamp that thanks again. Perfect. All right. Get these out of the way. Okay, now we're going to start assembling. The first thing we're going to do is adhere this piece we just stamped to the front of our card. I'm just going to use the wet glue. Okay. Alright, I'm going to bring in my pieces. Flip this over. Now let's just take it out so you can actually see. Bring in all these little pieces. So I'm going to adhere this to the bottom here. You want the bottom of it just above the bottom of here. And you only want to adhere the bottom of this because you're going to be tucking those cacti in. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here on this bottom. I don't know if you can see it. So that'll go there. Make sure it's straight, or try to get it straight. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring in our cactuses. I'm going to put this little one over on this side, tuck it in there. This one will go here. This one's going to go on top of that. Okay, so let's glue these two down. Tuck them in underneath that. Okay, let's glue this piece down. Okay, then I have this 2 flowers one. I'm missing one little flower. I'll have to find it. And this is going to go here. This little purple flower is going to go down over here. I'm missing this one little orange flower. Let's see if I can find it in here. In the box. It's wet down underneath, so well, I don't see it here, so I'll have to cut one out, and I'll be right back. Okay, got that, and this one's going to get put right on the top of the this cactus. Just a little wet glue there. And the reason we haven't adhered this down yet is because that way now we have these pieces on the front, so we know where we can put the glue on the back. So we can put glue all around there, all around there. Okay. And you can go up a little bit higher here. Okay, bring over our card. And tear that down over here. There you go. There's our card we just made together. Here's the one I did previously. Well, thank you so much for joining me at Jamie's Craft Table today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you can find a little bit of time to play with some stamps, ink, and paper.